Hello Chipsters, it's me Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. Today, as you can see in front of you, it's a review of Alpine Miniatures 1:35 scale Otto Carius and an NCO. It's a 2-figure set and there's 4 heads included. It comes in a usual plastic box, which is sturdy enough. I'll just give you a quick squiz at the, or quick look if you don't use UK vernacular. So gives you a brief look at some of the other figures that they've got, and obviously we've got Carius and the NCO himself. I mean, just going on the artwork, that you can tell that's Otto Carius down on the bottom left. He's got that high forehead that he had. I think I will probably do him with his with this, I call it the side cap. I can't from off the top of my head now remember what it's called. And his Feldmutz, the peak cap, I'll do for the NCO, just a bit of difference. And then again, you've got the what the 2 figures look like, painted up by the box artist. A lot better than they'll look with me, I must admit. So let's have a look. Let's just put this down. Right, let's find Otto out first, as he's the main man. Contained in just one bag. That's the press lock bag. Always just be a bit careful getting these out, as they're always, I suppose they put them in smallish bags to keep the parts fairly tight together. Right, we'll look at the main torso first. It's done in a like a sky grey resin. Very neat, very tidy. Tiny bits of flash, but very, very little. You wouldn't expect a lot from Alpine Miniatures. They've got a extremely good brand name. A bit of light flash again there. That's nothing. I don't know if that's that. If you could call that a trouser seam or a mould line. I'd have to have a look at how the artist has done it. It looks like it might actually be on there as a trouser seam. As I say, you get very little. As if I've never actually done an Alpine figure before, but I've seen lots and lots and lots of reviews like this. Got his Knight's cross around his neck there. So I'll put my fingers behind just so you can get a better look at it. Binos, binoculars, you can do them as the artist has shown there, black or like that Dunkelgelb colour, which a lot of them were all yellowish colour, I should say. These retailed at, I got these at Telford, and it cost me just under £25. So, not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. You can get a single figure for a tenner roughly, maybe just a bit over. As I said to you guys before, I'm more in favour of what I would call more relaxed poses like these, rather than say attacking poses and things. That's not because I'm particularly unwarlike. It's just that I think they lead to a better figure, or a better vignette or diorama that you put them in. That's just my own opinion. He's got his map case closed up there. Again, sorry for my grubby fingernails, but we need to get in close. Bit of usual flash there, but that's nothing. The fingers are flash free, and all the digits are there. I was just trying to see how often you'll get mould lines on resin figures around the fingers, but to be straight with you, until they've got some primer on, I can't give, or I've actually got a file to them, I can't 100% see what's down there. On the casting blocks again, Just make sure obviously they've put them on the arm joint, which is good. But obviously you want a nice tight fit, so just be careful when you file that off. As always with these guys, you get 2 heads. You do get, I believe, 2 heads in the single packs as well, so you can either use them as a practicing tool, or you can put them in your spares box, and then it gives you a few different head options. Because although this guy here is Otto Carius, you know, let's face it, you can put him in any, you can put this head on anything, and you wouldn't necessarily pick it out that it was him when he was in a different uniform or whatever. Again, the face looks perfect. I can't see any, and I haven't come across any holes, you know, bubbles or anything in these this cast so far. Again, just be careful when you cut him off the little casting plug there. This is him with his hat on. I'm not sure if that's a bit of, yep, that's come off. It's just a bit of thing floating around because it's moved over his head now, so. Quite smooth faces, you know, not huge frown lines and cheek lines, all that type of thing. So just obviously you'll have to be a bit careful with your paintwork. But no, very impressed. My own thoughts on these was to just do it as a vignette. We'll see when the time comes when I'm going to do these. I'm not 100% sure. As I say, they were at the show, and I've just, the painter in me has always wanted to try some Alpine figures, so I just thought, you know, I'm at the show, I might as well get them. Save me the postage. Again, you're looking different binos. These are shorter and that, but you know, you're roughly looking the same type of uniform. Space for his pistol. Straps for the binos are nicely moulded on. This here isn't a bit of casting. It's usually the protection for the tops of the binos. Some of the lenses getting scratched. Again, tiny bits of flash, but nothing to shout about. Again, you've got the slight plugs on the feet. Again, they're not going to be too hard to take off. Put it to one side. Let's have a look at the arms. Again, I think that's an actual seam in the cloth rather than a mould line. It's that type of resin that's actually really hard to see under the lights, because it just keeps bouncing everything back. I mean, I don't have great lighting as it is, and you still can't see much. Again, the hand. Again, sorry about my grubby fingernails. Tiny bit of flash under the fingertips there, but nothing major to worry about. And he's got his map. You'll have to do a bit of work on how to actually draw a map. Shouldn't be too hard, I wouldn't think. Pistol again, plug on it again, it's not too hard to remove. And then we'll go to the face. As usual with these things, the faces usually sell the figure. It's got that youngish face. Carius was Wehrmacht, not Waffen-SS, so they've got the normal national cockade at the front there. Nice hair detail again. Oh, very nice. And then, as I say, I believe this might be the Feldmuts. Quite like this. I like the Just adds a bit to the face. You can put a bit of shading under the on the brow there in the shadow areas. Again, it's not the easiest of resin to actually show compared to, say, darker resin or the yellowy resin. Tiny bit there, I'll just need cleaning up, but not a great deal. Again, I haven't seen, I have to be careful, you know, as I say, it is that type of resin, but I've not seen a single little air bubble, blemish, you know, just very light. I'm sure there'll probably be a couple of light mould lines under the glare of the lights I can't see, but apart from a bit of, you know, flash, nothing at all, which is what you'd expect from a, you know, decent priced figure. I mean, £25, it's not cheap, you know, if you're going to do this. I think Alpine type figures, if you've got no real experience at painting figures and you want to do some for your, say, 1:35 scale, you know, tank or whatever you're going to do, obviously it's a lot of outlay, especially if you've put some aftermarket bits on your tank already. It is quite a, you know, quite an outlay. I mean, I've bought these specifically for the figure painting more than anything. I didn't have any plans to, you know, put some Sturm Tiger or something on a, you know, build that as and put these on. But we'll see what I come up with. So guys, thank you very much for stopping by and taking a look. I hope this review's been of some use if you were thinking of trying an Alpine figure. I would encourage you to do so. As I say, they're not the cheapest figures in the market, but that's because they are probably, you know, the top of the tree when it comes to this scale of resin figures. They always seem to clean up very well when I've seen other people do them. That, you know, they take paint well. So, you know, if you think you could do something with these guys, you know, go ahead and give them a go. You know, or you could start off with like the plastic ICM figures or mini art figures, Tamiya figures, and you know, have a go. You know, when you feel you're a bit more, you know, you've got a bit more about you to do them. But if not, have a go. You know, they're nice figures, and I'm sure you'll do a nice job with them. So take care, guys. Hope all's going well with you. Thanks for stopping by and taking a look at my videos, and I will catch you very soon on another one. Cheers.